What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate, reverse rants, no hate. So I waited a while before I did this video, purposely, because I knew there was going to be some type of drama, some type of excuses. I knew there was going to be things said that basically have nothing valid about it, nothing truthful about it. And I knew that I was going to have a reason to address those situations because some people just can't hold back. They can't fight it. Adrien Broner versus Blair Cobb. For Blair Cobb, he has to know that Adrien Broner is washed up. He himself said Adrien Broner isn't the same and clowned him and said a whole lot of stuff, right? So beating a washed up guy who's been washed up for a long time, it does nothing for you other than make you a sacrificial lamb for an up-and-coming fighter who wants some easy money to call you out. So you can say, I beat Adrien Broner, you know what I'm saying? Former 3-time, 4-time world champion or whatever it was, and you know this and this, and talk yourself into a good ass whooping. On the other hand, if Broner had won, Blair Cobb is unaccomplished as a fighter. Okay, he's up and coming. He has half the fights that you did. Now, when he dropped Adrien Broner in the first round, Adrien was hurt. I think he said he knocked his tooth out or something as well. Adrien Broner is scared to let his hands go. I told you guys, even when he was walking in and walking the guy down and trying to get in there, he just doesn't know how to let his hands go. His timing is not there anymore. His reflexes isn't the same. He slaps with his damn punches. When I looked at that, I said, damn, okay. So wait. All this experience that people are talking about that he has, no, you have to understand, Adrien doesn't fight often. You get rusty. You lose things. Your skills start to deteriorate. It's not like he's in the gym. Adrien is lazy, fat, sloppy. He didn't even look that solid coming into this fight. Adrien misses out on a lot. Boxing is not something you do here and there. And the training is vital that you don't have to spar. See, the problem with people, they spar way too much. That's why the body gets beat up so bad. You don't have to get beat up. You don't have to get punched and beat up every week in order to keep sharp. They spar too much. They don't let the body heal properly. That's why when you hear them saying, oh, you know, no fighter comes in the ring 100%. Well, it's not just the sparring, it's everything, the training that goes with it. But at the same time, they're putting their body, we as fighters, like when you put your body through these grueling training camps, right? You're sparring then. But a lot of fighters outside of them, even when they don't have a fight coming up, they're just sparring. It's too much. And don't think just because you have on 16-ounce gloves and headgear, like, oh, you're not getting hurt or that's not affecting your brain. Yeah, it is. So, bottom line is, Adrien is not nearly as sharp as he needs to be. You know how some fighters, you see that experience, like, okay, they don't have everything that they used to, but the experience is there. You don't even see that with Adrien Broner. Adrien has no plan B. He just comes in hoping that you stand still and just leave yourself open for him to land a punch. So every time he, and he's throwing that little slap and that little bullshit jab that he couldn't land, Adrien Broner has now not only embarrassed himself, but Adrien Broner has actually went on social media and said that he was cheated. He won the fight. He definitely was winning the fight. It was rigged. They don't want him to win. And pretty much he was robbed. For the first time, I'm starting to see a lot of comments of people finally getting sick of Adrien Broner with the excuses. And that's what I meant when I opened this video from the very beginning, that I knew it was going to be some excuses, simply because of the way he walked away when they gave the decision, as if he was cheated. So for Adrien Broner to say he was cheated, he was robbed, he won that fight, people, what does Adrien Broner have to do for someone to be honest with him and tell him, Adrien, you're not the same fighter that you used to be. Now, if you want to continue to fight, you're your own man. We've been rooting for you. But you don't take your career serious enough to win even C-level fights. How are you going to get in the ring and fight a top guy? So even with the situation with Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, Adrien couldn't beat both of them. Okay? Yeah, we know the steroid freak need advantages and stuff like that, but Adrien Broner can't handle top level fighters. He just can't. And the fact that he got outboxed by Blair Cobb, and I mean, Blair made it look easy. So when I tell you guys the guy's done, I told you guys, did I not tell you 3-4 years ago, Adrien Broner's finished, he's done? Oh, I don't think he's done, because if he, okay, that's fine. That's fine. But we're looking at things completely different. I don't know what you're looking at exactly, but I know what I'm looking at. And I know a shot fighter when I see one. And I know damn well what I saw in Adrien Broner wasn't just no damn ring rust. It was, he's done. His skills are not the same. He's slower. He's always been flat foot. He doesn't know how to put combinations together. And basically, he's indecisive. He gets on the inside, doesn't know what he wants to do. One punch at a time, leaves himself open. You know, I mean, everything. He comes in a straight line. You know, he's easy to hit, and he gets intimidated. And you crack him one good time, he doesn't want to get in there. He doesn't want to throw anything. He goes from trying to get in to try to land something, a little slap shot, to just trying to not get hit and limit his offense. Once you get to the point where you're scared to let your hands go, you're done. You're done. You don't win fights with just defense. You have to land some punches. And if you're scared that you're going to get hit, yet you talk about how fast your hands are, then what else is wrong? Like I said, reflexes, timing, his coordination with, you know, it's not there. It's not there. So my thing was, for him to use those excuses, always come up with an excuse about how he was robbed, and come on, I'll beat that boy. I'll beat that boy. Right. Isn't it ironic, though, that the two comparisons with fighters has been Adrien and Wilder? Isn't it? In terms of how the fans make excuses for them, and no matter what they do, they always try to find a way to justify it. And now Wilder's in the same situation. And now all of a sudden you notice how many channels are making videos about Wilder in his personal life now? Did Aries, or did he not say, Wilder lose this fight, watch how many people turn on Wilder? Oh, they're calling Wilder pathetic, a sucker for love. Oh, he found out that his wife was cheating with this guy, and blah, 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 and what? Now, go back a couple of videos ago, Wilder was the man on these people's channels. Now, all of a sudden, they're ransacking him. The nigga's soft, man. That's the problem. Wilder too damn emotional. Oh, right. We watched that grown man sit there and say, I don't like when people play my emotions, man. I don't like a feminine woman. That's the stuff women say. Men don't say stuff like that. I mean, when Faison Love said that shit on Friday, it was funny. Playing my money is like playing my emotions. You know what I'm saying? That was a movie. So yeah, when we say it, you know, when I say we, I mean people who don't really rock with Wilder's style as a fighter. You know, whatever. Always the same thing. But now everybody's Wilder's this, Wilder's that. Yeah, the people that have already said, I don't really fancy Wilder as a fighter, then it's nothing new. But the people who was talking all these, yeah, Wilder. Nah, I mean, I saw a comment like, man, this nigga, I ain't seen the video. This nigga talking all this shit, man. Talking about he gonna put this man to sleep. He gonna show everybody that the beast is back, all that the savage is back. Fucking lying ass nigga, man. They saying the same things about him and Adrien. Now they're putting them in the same category. Let's just say they're putting them in their careers in the same casket, because now everybody can see, yeah, it's gone, it's dead, the career's dead. So for Wilder to even say we're not done just yet, baby, that's okay. That's okay. But bottom line is, you're at an age and at a point where mentally no matter, listen, unless you're gonna fight a top level guy again, nobody cares. And now nobody even has confidence that you can win. So no matter how bad they want you to win, the confidence isn't there anymore. So all that stuff about the only person that could beat you is Fury, yeah, that's dead now. It's been dead now. See, what Joseph Parker did, people wanted to try to make it seem like it was a fluke, it was luck. Wilder turned down the rematch. People don't understand. That style was too much for him. He didn't choose Zhang. The Saudis did. The Saudis, they chose Zhang. It wasn't Wilder who chose him. And once again, your man Aries said, when the man steps up in competition, you're going to see he's going to lose. And he's going to look bad losing. Tell me when I'm wrong. I don't care about no damn ayahuasca, cryo chamber, heavy costume, poison water, egg weight. Unloaded, unpadded glove. I don't care about none of them excuses. I don't care about it. The heebie-jeebies, I don't care about none of it. Tell me when I'm wrong. When he steps up in competition, he's going to lose and he's going to look bad losing. Did Aries not say that? Oh, man, Wilder going to do it. Yeah, I know. It all sounds good. Wilder going to do this. He going to do that. When he steps up in competition, he's going to lose, and he's going to look bad losing. But it's just a coincidence. We watched Adrien Broner go in there and fight against sea-level dudes, and basically had the one guy where the majority of people thought he lost the fight. But he disappears for another 2 years. No consistency. So he can't beat Blair Cobb. Please, you Adrien Broner fans, tell me who the hell Adrien Broner is going to win against. Tell me who he's going to win against. So let's go back to the phone, that phone call where he was in the car. And he was talking to Bill Haney. Ryan Garcia going through some shit. Fuck that. Fight me. Send the contract. No, I'm like, man, Adrien ain't doing nothing but running his mouth. He ain't doing nothing but running his goddamn mouth. Adrien ain't going to do shit. He know damn well he's not stepping up to fight no damn Devin Haney. He's not. He pretended he didn't get the phone call from Ryan Garcia. Because I know I've been pissed off if here I have a fight offered to me and I'm going to make some good money and my team just not going to tell me. No, he didn't want that fight with Ryan Garcia. And he didn't want no Devin Haney fight. He was in his feelings and just going back and forth with Bill. That's all that was. You know, some of you are weird anyway. Like, fuck the Ryan Garcia fans. Fuck the biased motherfuckers that talk all that bullshit and like Ryan can do no wrong. I don't care about it. They can say, fuck them. I'm not even talking to them motherfuckers. But, for you motherfuckers that said that's not Ryan Garcia fans, but felt like what he said, when Bill said if he dies, he dies and all that. And why you think that? Look, this dude is making an ass out of himself. Okay? Ryan Garcia. People asking Bill questions in reference to this dude's mental health. All these little games and stupid little shenanigans that this dude pulled just turned my stomach. Like, I'm too grown up for this kind of shit. It's not my cup of tea, man. Adrien Broner. He stood up on that stage. He told Blair Cobb, nigga, I got bodies, nigga. I said, I done beat cases, nigga. They still looking for the bodies, my nigga. No, that's crazy shit. I slap the shit out you, my nigga. Keep it respectful, my nigga. Yo, I swear to God, B, I slap the shit out you. Adrien, you not gonna do shit. Adrien talks so much shit outside the ring, right? When he gets in the ring, all of a sudden he forgets how to fight, right? So after all of that shit, then you sit here with all this clown shit. Ain't none of that shit gonna work in the ring. It did. It worked like a charm in the ring. So when I tell you guys, it doesn't matter what they say. They can talk all that shit. You'll slap them, but you just won't punch them. Come on, man. Make that shit make sense. I feel like in this situation right here, Blair Cobb put the nail. Okay, he put the nail in Broner's coffin. Zhang put the nail in Wilder's coffin. Whatever's going on in Wilder's personal life, him and his new piece, his ex-wife, whatever, all the stress and strife, paying the price, suffering, no buffering, but huffing and puffing, jumped in there with Zhang, got baked like a muffin. No, real shit. All of the stuff that's going on with Wilder, man, is like the distractions now, the need to feel like I have to go in there and prove something too. So even when you hear fights, I prove it to myself. Prove what? What? That you still have it? Like what is it that you have to prove? Man, you said you have money, you have success outside of boxing, you don't need boxing no more, right? You said all of that. You said you lost your passion, your love, hunger, and desire for the sport, but then you said it's all back. The savagery's back. You made an excuse as to why the savagery was gone. You said you held back on Joseph Parker, basically, because people was talking shit. That's pretty much what you said. So you told all your fans that the savagery was back. You told the boxing community that the savagery was back. Okay. And then Zane knocked it out of you. What do you have to prove? The only thing that you proved was what Ari said. You can beat CD level guys, F level guys. You can't beat B and A level guys. You can't even compete. That's the thing. And that's why I said, for anybody that think Wilder and Fury had good fights, go back. We know the second fight what happened. We know what happened in the third fight. Aside from him being able to land a shot to knock Fury careless ass down, arrogant, hands down, playing, clowning, and Wilder caught him slipping and caught him. Look at how many punches per round. Go look at the punch stats. That's all you gotta do. Look at the punch stats. Look at what they landed. And you see exactly what I'm saying. Just watch the fight. Just watch the fight. Without influence from somebody, without your fanboyism, just watch the fight. And this is what I'm telling you. Wilder doesn't let his hands go unless he catches you and he think he have you hurt, or if he catch you in a vulnerable position. Other than that, Wilder doesn't throw a lot of punches. And like I said, they were landing like 7-8 punches per round. It was like a low punch output and a low connect percentage. I mean, so when you get in there with guys that can really fight, this is what's going to happen. You know, what if this guy can beat this guy, right? But what guy that comes along beats this guy, but loses to this guy. Do you understand? Different styles pose a different threat. It's not just the style, though. It's the fighter. A guy like Joe Frazier, Sean Porter, Aaron Pryor, Mike Tyson, guys that like stay on you and just fight and can punch. They are a nightmare for boxers that like to pace themselves. You understand what I'm saying? Like to pace themselves and take their time, like Vernon Forrest. You see, Vernon Forrest could handle Sugar Shane Mosley, but he couldn't handle Ricardo Mayorga. He could handle other boxers. It's just when it came to guys with that pressure, and this is what I'm telling you, a lot of fighters, they stay away from certain fighters. simply because they know that the style bothers them. You mean to tell me Joseph Parker beat Wilder and he didn't want to fight Joseph Parker in the rematch, but he chose to fight Zhang? No, he didn't choose to fight Zhang. That was the option that they gave him. Joseph Parker still didn't fight on the last card. So it could have been Joseph Parker in the rematch. I'm telling you, between the two, if you have a choice, okay, it's a rematch with Parker or a fight with Zhang. I believe in their minds, they thought Zhang would be a easier of the two. You heard Malik Scott say it, big, heavy, slow Zhang. I love it because he's just a big target, right? He's just a big target, slow. Wilder's gonna knock him out. Wilder's gonna show everybody what he's made of. You know, and then when you look at that situation with when Malik Scott jumped in the ring and ran over there, started celebrating and hugging, Zhang, and not even check on his own fighter, like, come on, man. Now you got that situation. You got the situation with the female thing and all or whatever. You already think Wilder heading. You think Wilder is somewhere right now training, hungry for that next fight? Nah. That man is going to be 39 years old in October. You think that through all of this, he just going to... No. Wilder needs all the time he can get, man. And to be honest with you, do you think he's going to get any better, regardless to who the trainer is, but still with Malik Scott? It took him to lose for all of these Wilder fans to say, you know what? This nigga only got one fucking win with Malik Scott. It's Malik Scott. Well, I can blame who y'all want. But like I told you, they going to turn on Malik Scott too. Like I told you. Because it's never Wilder. It's always the people around him. It's somebody else. It's never the opponent. It's always some intangible that they come up with in their head. So Malik Scott was never a good trainer. Y'all defended him, in all these other situations. Y'all thought Malik Scott, Wilder was going to be cool. Malik Scott, he don't need Mark Breland. Okay, might not need Mark Breland, but he needs somebody. The problem is he doesn't follow instructions. He is not capable of absorbing information properly. He just doesn't have the knack for it. He's used to doing what he does, what he's been doing. So, like I said, man, when a fighter says, man, I show you all time and time again what I can do, man, you're not stupid, man. You know what your resume consists of. Now, let's look at Adrien Broner. A guy that every time, the times when he do decide to fight, every 2.5, 3 years, he always get up on the podium and try to talk about how his hunger is there and everybody going to see something new. They both do the same things. They both do the same things. So, if you are really fans of these guys, which I'm not nobody's fan, you guys know me. You already know. But if you guys are really fans of theirs, it would be real good and cool for you guys to say, hey, man, listen. You got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. You guys don't have it anymore, man. Wilder situation is the same Wilder to me. But now, he don't get the cherry pick. And you see that he's not built for this. He's not built for the top level. Plain and simple. I mean, you could be a high school football player. You can go buy Washington Redskins, whatever they call themselves now. You can go buy any professional football team, NFL football team you want. You can buy their jersey and all that. You can run around there and play with them high school guys in the same jersey. It's not the same. You didn't even go to college and play college ball yet. It's not the same. And you think you're gonna go? And see, that's the problem with Wilder, man. He didn't skip 8th grade and go to high school. No, he skipped kindergarten. He skipped 1st grade, 2nd grade. You understand what I'm saying? He skipped too much. He skipped too much. And he doesn't have the mindset to understand that you need to learn. Just like when Clarissa Shields went to MMA. What did she say? Clarissa Shields said it's different. It's so different. It's hard. It's times I want to even give up. So you know what I'm saying? When for her to say that, it's like, that's why, like, forget the Asian chick name that I was, we was kind of having a little back and forth. Nothing, all respectful, but when she was saying these things about Clarissa Shields, I said, you got to understand, you seem to have a problem with her confidence. It doesn't matter what she thought going into MMA. The bottom line is she understands what she's supposed to do. Like I told Christina Amaguchi, whatever. I told her, I said, you had no punching power, and you chose to be a boxer. You could hit a female with 25 punches straight. They're not going anywhere. You could literally walk across the street, run as fast as you can, jump up in the air, oh, you can, and she ain't going nowhere. You couldn't punch, but you chose to be a boxer. Your style, if y'all ever seen her fight, her style was she moved a lot. She let her hands go, but she kept her head on that center line. And she came in at a time where the people that she fought, she won some, she lost some. You know, I'm like, if you was to ask anybody to rate you as a fighter, they wouldn't. They wouldn't even put you, like, your name would not come up. Right? But I bet you in your mind, you know you wasn't the best fighter. But in your mind, I'll guarantee you there's females in your mind right now that you think that you would have beat. And more than likely, you would have tore your ass up. Because she couldn't punch for shit. And she was easy to hit. She had some knowledge of boxing. Like she, but she basically was even though she was moving the wrong way. And she didn't have speed. So when you don't have speed and you're not a big puncher, you step up in competition, same thing. Same thing. I don't care who it is. That's why when you're on a certain level and you think you're better than what you are, when someone gives you that humble pie, it's hard for them to swallow because it's like, damn, nah. Remember when Jermell Charlo said he was watching, I think it was the John Ryder Canelo fight, and he's like, I could beat this dude, man. So what is Jermell Charlo thinking watching that, right? He's thinking, he's watching, he's picturing in his head what he was going to do. Well, it was a lot different when he got in the ring, right? You understand what I'm saying? It's easy to think you can beat somebody because you're looking at their weaknesses, but you're not looking at what your weaknesses are. So if you're a fighter that has no weaknesses or very little weaknesses, well, that can be different. But see, Amaguchi, I liked her as a fighter because for me, you don't have to be undefeated for me to like you as a fighter. She came to fight. She came to fight every time. But what I'm saying, she critiqued styles of fighters that she's not better than. So for Clarissa, like example, you talked about when she got in that armbar. You know what you never said? She never said, I give Clarissa Shields props because anybody else would have tapped. That motherfucker had, Shields' arm was almost bending the opposite way. Like she was, and she would not tap. She would not tap. You know how many motherfuckers would have been scared that, man, she might break my arm. And then just, all right, fuck that. I'll fight another day. Nah, but nobody wanted to give her credit for that. So it's like, yeah, see, you're trying to shoot her down. And not to mention, Clarissa would have knocked you out cold. You would not have beat her. She'd have been able to knock you out for sure. So when you're saying these things, it's like you're coming from the wrong space with it, man. You're trying to critique her saying she's not on somebody's level. I don't care nothing about contributions to the sport and giving lectures and motivational speech. I'm not talking about none of that shit. I'm talking about bell to bell in the fucking ring. And you don't know what Clarissa Shields do. You understand what I'm saying? You don't know what she's a part of, and you don't know any of that. But reality is, she's supremely confident in her fighting skills. And people have a problem with it simply because she's a woman. And a black woman on top of that. That's all that shit is. So when you talk about Christy Martin being better than her, really? Better than who? You really think in your heart and mind that Christy Martin would have beat Clarissa Shields? Seriously? Holly Holmes. You're bringing up names of people that already got their brains beat out by people that's not even half as good as Clarissa Shields. So, this is what I mean about how people, they take fighters. It's because they don't like them. Like I told you guys, man, if you never seen him, there's a fighter named Kevin Pompey. I always liked him as a fighter. Man, he wasn't the best fighter, but he fought hard. He came to fight, and he was a good fighter. He just never could get over that hump. So it's not about a popular demand thing. But he knew when to hold him and when to fold him. Now, Prince Charles Williams is a guy like this as a fighter. He fought way past his prime, and you know, these guys are trying to make money. You know, they were struggling. Their careers are struggling financially and everything. So, you know, when you take the different one of the differences with Wilder and with Broner, well, one, you know, Broner, like a dummy, went and wasted all his money. So if Wilder really did make investments and he's doing well, okay, well, cool. And not to mention, the chick that you was just with, if y'all not married, y'all wasn't married, well, she can't take nothing. So, you know what? Be glad of that. But, and no real man has a problem taking care of his kids. But if, you know, when it gets to the point where you with someone who, you know, because you're a millionaire, they got you paying $25,000, $30,000 a month for child support, knowing damn well that money's not going to the children. I don't know, but just saying, all that kind of shit, like, that type of pressure and shit, like, whatever may be going on, it's not easy to focus on anything other than what's in front of you and trying to get the right situations to happen. So, I think, you know, hey, listen, Wilder going to do what he's going to do. Broner's going to do what he's going to do. When it get to the point where you're fighting for the money, I mean, when Ali fought Holmes, that fight should have never happened. When he fought Berbick, that fight should have never happened. You know, Mike Tyson with Danny Williams and the other guy, those fight. But what did they all have in common? They just needed money. Broke, no money. So yeah, Wilder, whatever he has going on outside of boxing, he hopefully for him, he better hope that, you know, he has everything, all his priorities in order, because, and I don't, you know, like I said, I don't know about how many kids he got with this chick, and he had whatever, all the kids with her or whatever, I don't know, and that's not my concern. But, you know, I remember him talking about how he was taking care of a whole lot of kids, you know, other than nephews and nieces and all that kind of stuff, so as well. So, if you have a lot of people depending on you, I mean, that's a long time. They're not babies anymore. I don't know the age of his kids, and I don't know all that. I just know what I've heard come out of his mouth, things that he spoke about, and you know. But and man, listen. It's good to be humble, not be arrogant, and not put yourself on some pedestal like you're better than everybody. Keep what you're doing professional, and always understand you didn't do shit by yourself. You always had help from somebody, one way or another. You might not acknowledge it because physically, whatever it was, you were doing that part of it. It's just like, for example, right? If you was training to if you was going to school, right? You're the one in class doing work, right? But guess what? Your mom is home watching the kids for you. Auntie's watching the kids for you. So you're getting help. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's always somebody. None of us does do all this shit by ourselves. It's always, and you need to be appreciative of that. So when you get to the point where you start letting these fans get in your head, you start letting people get in your head the wrong, and having, you get the wrong ideas about things. You know, you get to the point where, once again, the things that you think are always going to be there may be gone. And now you're somewhere trying to figure out how to get it all back. And, you know, do you really think for a man who went in there, got punched in his nose, turned around and started talking to the referee? You understand what I'm saying? And not to mention, I seen an article where Wilder claimed Zhang hit him with a dirty punch. Wilder, you turned around. You turned around. Remember when Pulev did that to Anthony Joshua? He turned around and started running, and it was like the referee could automatically stop it right there, because when you turn around and retreat, you're saying, I don't want to fight anymore. It was with Wilder, it's quick fire. He got hit, he turned around, he was saying something to the referee, completely didn't even think about Zhang. So Zhang was supposed to stop and not punch because you're talking to the ref. What the hell are you talking to the ref for? So I'm just like, yeah. On Wilder, and hopefully for himself, he don't end up being that fighter that's jumping in the ring, still trying to prove something. And all right, the savagery is really back this time. And it's going to be the same story. Wilder's not a top-level fighter. He's going to lose to top-level guys. He doesn't have top-level skills. He never did, and he never will. So all of this crossing your fingers and trying to keep hope alive is not going to make him a better fighter. Getting another trainer is not going to make him a better fighter. Wilder is who he is. He's been set in his ways, and that's just what it's going to be. And Wilder is the same old Wilder. Punches, chants, and that's it. But didn't I tell you? You can't knock it. He's always, look, I got dynamite in both my fucking hands and feet, man. I never depended on just power alone. What I tell you, Zhang is a big dude. How do we can't, remember me saying, we can't say how are we so sure that he even gonna hit Zhang and hurt Zhang? How are we so sure that Zhang is a big guy, man? Okay. Wilder caught him. Zhang went nowhere. And I believe that shit also played a part on Wilder's mentality. Like, man, what the fuck? Damn, this dude is still here. And once again, what y'all do wrong is because he dropped Fury. That means he's going to drop Zhang. Who says Fury has a better chin than Zhang? So even when fighters are better than other fighters in certain areas, that don't mean they're better in every way. That doesn't mean that they're more durable. That doesn't mean that they can take that punch like that or they got the same determination. Like, bottom line, and what, 4 rounds? Come on, y'all. Wilder can't compete, man. It's simple. And what really hurts people, including him, what really hurt his fans, which I don't know why y'all so worried about somebody else's pockets, but is the fact that they know that fight, that $50 million, is not so much because it's AJ, it's that money. Just to say he got that money fight. So even when he gets knocked out, yo, my nigga, you got paid. That's all that matters, man. You had a great career. Keep your head up. Ain't nothing to be embarrassed about. Yo, this nigga waited till you got old. And every other excuse to try to make you feel, better about losing. But you know how people are, man. And that's that. And, for Adrien Broner, got all these people jumping on there talking about keep your head up, champ, and this, that, and all this stuff in the past. And nobody's telling you to walk around and sulk. But it's like, bro, stop talking so much shit when you're going to get in the ring and choke. And they have that in common. So bottom line, when you step up, the same thing. So is it just a coincidence with Adrien Broner? Here's the thing. Adrien Broner was by far a much better fighter than what Wilder ever was. But isn't it just a coincidence that when he stepped up and fought Marcos Maidana, he lost? Is it just a coincidence that when he fought against Sean Porter, he lost? Is it just a coincidence that when he fought Manny Pacquiao, somebody he's much younger than, he lost? You understand what I'm saying? Is it just a coincidence when he fought Mikey Garcia, he lost and all that, but I'm still undefeated at 140. Yep, until after he fought Mikey. Is it just a coincidence? And this is what I'm saying to you guys. So when I was telling people, and this is before I was even doing YouTube videos, and I'm like, man, Adrien Broner is no fucking Floyd Mayweather. Stop. Y'all, what is wrong with y'all, man? No, I'm telling you, he hit way hard. No, he doesn't hit harder than Floyd. Are you stupid? He has some pop on his punching from 130, 135, whatever. Yeah, okay, he's doing a job there. 140, whatever. No, stop. Floyd would destroy this boy. Yeah. And one thing that people underestimate, the one thing that I think is most underestimated about Floyd is his ability to take a punch. Floyd had a fucking chin, bro. Floyd had a chin. I remember, I think it was the Marcos Maidana fight. And Floyd went back by the ropes. And I don't know if the ref distracted, like if Floyd thought, like, because the round was right about to end. I don't know if he heard them little tap, tap, tap before, what, I don't know, but he stood there and Marcos Maidana caught him with a flush punch. And Floyd, went back, but he walked to the corner, but he was good. He was good. And I'm like, yeah, well, Floyd could take a fucking punch, bro. So when he got rocked by Shane Mosley, look at how many knockouts Shane got. Floyd had presence of mind, cool. Okay, he caught me, hold on. Oh, got me again. Okay, cool, hold on. and then walked him down for the rest of the round. And after that, what was Shane able to do? Nothing. Floyd knew what he did wrong, and Shane wasn't able to land them same 2 punches again, now was he? So this is what I'm saying. Have you ever seen Adrien Broner have to troubleshoot the fight? No. So, it's ironic, back-to-back losses with Wilder. Broner comes in there against another C-level guy and loses, look bad, and they both lose all following 1 week, following 2 weeks apart or whatever it was. But yeah, man. Listen, like I said, nothing lasts forever. Nobody stays on top forever. You can go out on top, but bottom line, the time gonna go past, and somebody else gonna come along. It's gonna be their time. And once again, I remember Paulie Malignaggi was telling Adrien Broner, like, man, look, it don't last forever, man. Take advantage of it. Take it serious. I mean, he's too arrogant. Every time you see him smack on that damn gum, but you know, like he was just untouchable. And now look at him. Now look at him. And, you know, for him to stand up here talking about how he got bodies, how he killed people, he got away with murder. He murdered, all this stupid stuff that he was talking about. That is nothing. You ever see somebody and it's like they're about to fight somebody? What? Nigga, what? Turn the hat around. What? What? Turn the hat back around. What? Unzip the jacket. What, nigga? What? Zip the jacket back up. Yo, nigga, you play me. Pull his pants up. Nigga, what? Put his hands up. Oh, nah, nigga, nah. Slide his pants around. Oh, nigga, what? Hey, are you going to fight or just keep posturing up and ad-libbing? That's Adrien Broner. That's Adrien Broner's career. That's him. He does everything other than go in the ring and win the big fights, and win significant fights, and win in a way where he really shows. So yeah, man, and bottom line, y'all overrate his skills when he was at his best. This is what I'm telling you. When you step up in competition, that's when you see where you really stand. It doesn't mean that your accomplishments, that what you accomplished don't mean anything. No. But it means that when it comes to levels, you're here. You're not here. And when people get in your ear and try to make it clear that you're very near to being there and you don't care, it's like, guess what? You're not as good as people have been telling you. Simple. And all this clown shit. Every time you see in front of a camera. Yeah, all this goofy shit. Right? Fight night. Come fight night. Ain't none of that shit gonna work in the ring come fight night. Exactly. All this dancing and playing and throwing money in the toilet and throwing money up in the air and all this about billions and all. Like I said, if Adrien Broner had any intelligence whatsoever, start a podcast. Get your own YouTube joint. Do both. You like to talk shit and run your mouth anyway. Instead of doing that, what is he doing? Making excuses as to why he lost a fight, as he always does. You want to make some money, running your mouth is right up your alley, man. If Adrien Broner, even right now, Adrien Broner can start a YouTube channel right now. Right now. Adrien Broner has so much to talk about. There's so many things that he could get out to the public that people would be interested. I'm not talking about him sitting like a fucking fool, getting high, getting drunk. I'm talking about just expressing things about his life, things he's been through, all the water and cornflake shit and all the whatever. Bad decisions he made, things he did wrong, things he did good, things he learned, the mistakes that he made, how, try to inspire and uplift people, man. Don't make some asshole channel where you on here trying to encourage people to be assholes and do stupid shit I remember people saying things like, somebody asked me a question about lyricism, right? And this is deep. This is cool. And I said, what do you mean about what do I see as lyricism? What do you mean? And I asked that question because there's a lot of lyrical singers, rappers, whatever, songwriters. So they were talking about rap. Okay, cool. I said, well, there's a lot of lyrical, people that's lyrical. I said, wordplay, man. You know, the cadence, the way you deliver it, the smoothness of it, how you can switch your styles up. I mean, it's a lot. Your subject matter. Can you maintain that same potency in your lyrics no matter what you're talking about? I mean, yeah. And the guy goes, okay. Because, like, I don't know, like, certain people. Now, this is what he told me, and I think I might have saw that interview. And he said that there was a rapper being interviewed, and the guy asked him, did he think Pac was a lyricist, right? And he said, the guy said, Pac is a lyricist, right? And he said, but what's the difference in Pac, like, his style? What do you see as being different? Because people say he's not a lyricist, but what's the difference to you? And he said, the rapper said, okay, you got some rappers that they lyrical as hell, and they make you go, yo, what he saying? Rewind it. Like, yo, okay, right? Like the wordplay. He said, Pac, the kind of lyrics that make you go, like, yo, he understand what I'm going through. Let me tell y'all something about me. They ain't a songwriter. They ain't a poet. And I love doing poetry. I was writing rhymes. I'm just bullshitting, saying stuff. Yeah, I don't take that shit serious. Like the little rhyming shit. But I mean, like, no, my pen is crazy. Okay? But nobody has ever said a song that made me want to live, that made me want to commit suicide, that made me want to go fuck, that made me want to do any of that shit. It was just a song to me. I knew people who wrote positive lyrics, talking about treating their women like queens, forming a brotherhood, our people uniting and stop fighting and all that. And then they was robbing people. You understand what I'm saying? I knew dudes that was walking around their little beanies calling themselves Muslim. They had chicks out on the stroll. So, do you understand what I mean? Like, people talk shit. Dude make a song talking about how you my everything, I can't breathe without you, and he fucking everything and then move. So, it's just bullshit to me. And it's like, it's like this one dude said one day, he's way older, like a much older dude. He said, man, you know what I don't like about that rap shit? As I talk, he said, you know what I don't like about that rap shit? When I was coming up, man, it was about the movement. It was about unity, like partying. It was having a good time. Now, it ain't nothing but a bunch of praise just to hear a nigga talking shit. I'm this, I'm that, I'm the king, I'm the god, I'm this, I'm that. Hear a nigga talking shit. Man, fuck them niggas. And I'm just sitting there listening, I'm laughing. And I said, yeah, true. Let me tell you though, that's the part where if you understand Aries, you can say some poetic shit and I'm like, that was vicious. You ain't have to say that about killing nobody, nothing violent. You could have been rapping about your girl, but you could have just put some words together to where like, damn, that was okay. See, you got people that rate lyricists based on you only a lyricist if you talking about some street shit. And see, this is what I'm saying. Goofy shit. You know damn well these motherfuckers. You see these rappers that killed someone and then rapped about it and then got caught and went to jail. Okay, so you can't be a rapper and a gangster. Bottom line, it just doesn't mix. This is my thing. Wasn't Adrien Broner a rapper at one point? Then he was a boxer again. Remember, fuck boxing. I'm rapping now. About to get this music shit going, right? And then all of a sudden he's back boxing. Then all of a sudden he got bodies. Do you see where I'm going? So all of this talk, the words don't mean shit, man. The words don't mean nothing. There was a dude named Iraq. He's dead now. Been dead for a while. Much older than me. He used to come to my house and play pool. I used to play pool with him and all that, whatever. I taught him, was teaching him how to box and stuff too. And I used to just, work with him and never, like, he never wanted to spar me. Wasn't about that with him, but showing him how to throw shots and slip and move. I used to go through the motions with him. And I remember him sitting down in his basement. Had two naked women laying in the bed with him. He on the phone, baby, I know I'm not going to see you for like a week, and that's killing me. when are you coming home? No, when? Now they didn't live together, but she basically was on a business trip, and he was like, yeah, baby, I miss you so much. Whole time while he talking to her, chicks on the bed rubbing them up. One of them went down. I'm just like, yo, I'm over there shooting pool. So I'm like, yo, Rock, I'm about to bounce, man. I'm gonna get up with you though. Oh, come on, young blood, man. Come on, man. You know when you old, man, I got bras, man. I'm like, nah, I'm good, man. I'm gonna get up with you though. But I'm saying, while he's on the phone with this woman, he got 2 naked women in the bed with him, but he's telling her how much he loves her and how much he miss her. You understand? So words. Aries are not moved by words. You can say anything, but if your words and your actions don't add up, then So, yeah, you're just talking. So you talking about slapping the shit out of people and talking about you got bodies, but then you get in the ring and get your ass whooped. You getting paid for these bodies? You getting paid for all these threats and all that? Come on, man. That's not, we just trying to sell a fight. No, that's part of the problem. You have more mouth than you have ability. So, hey, y'all. Gotta call a spade a spade. So, what's next for Adrien Broner and Deontay Wilder? Who knows? For me, listen, whether they get in a boxing ring and fight again is not the issue. The point is, they're done. Both of them. They're done. And when I was telling you guys this, I know a lot of times you guys, you hear me talk, you might not, and you understand the logic, but you do what you don't. You don't really understand why I feel what I feel. It's so many reasons I didn't explain to you guys before, but I'm telling you, look at my track record. It's not like this shit is fixed. It's not like it's something rigged. I call it like I see it, then the shit happens. And I've been telling you guys, this dude is done. He's done. He's finished. When you land a lucky punch in a fight, and when I say lucky, I mean one of them things where a guy jumps on your ass or something, and you close your eyes and swing. That's a lucky punch. That's what you call a lucky punch. Now, we might not catch it until we see the replay that your eyes was closed. You didn't even know. You just threw it, it landed. But bottom line is, it landed, right? So if someone lands a lucky punch and win a fight, imagine when they set the rematch up and he never lands that lucky punch again, right? Yeah. People will always remember that lucky punch and overlook every ass whooping that came after that lucky punch. You understand what I mean? I'm just giving y'all different ways to look at what the reality is. It doesn't matter what people say. And that's why when you heard Deontay Wilder say, I don't want my team telling me how good I look and all that, point is I got to go in there and deliver, and then we going to see, if I still got it. But then he says, but I know, I'm promising y'all going to see something special. Right? So 1 minute he's confused, he's indecisive, not sure. The next minute he's promising shit. And I told y'all, Wilder don't sound confident. And it's not because he lost it, his right-handed. No, it's because now I'm not able to cherry pick. I have to fight who they're picking for me to get this bread. Come on, man. And then he know that PBC is not taking care of him. Why do you think he ran away with Eddie Hearn? Why the fuck you think he ran away with Eddie Hearn? And just think, if Wilder didn't fight Joseph Parker and he didn't fight Zay, who would he have fought? A rematch with Helenius? A third fight with Luis Ortiz? Something like that. And then talk shit. And then run his mouth. And then talk about how Joshua don't want to fight. They're scared, blah, blah, all this, right? So, anyway, I ain't wishing nothing bad on them brothers, man. I just call it like I see it. So, it is what it is. No excuses, man. Men go out there and you do what you do. Win, lose, or draw. But stop with all that shit, man. I beat that boy. I ain't even supposed to be here. Came from water and cornflakes. I'm like, man, what the fuck are you talking about? You just lost, that's all. Emotional shit. Ayahuasca. 45-pound vest, man. Costume was too heavy. Handle legs. Come on, man. Anyway, y'all, I done chopped it up with y'all enough. Talk to me in the comment section. Never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hate out of people, and I will catch y'all on the next video.